Welcome to Inviting Oneness, a podcast where we explore true stories from friends and members of EquaSion. Stories where the illusion of separateness gave way to the deeper truth of our shared humanity. Oneness isn't an idea, it's an experience. And today, we continue listening for it, one story at a time. Our guest today is Mike Eck. Mike is a brother, husband, father, and grandpa. Mike fell off his horse on the road to St. Louis in 2009 and began to leave a high-tech sales career behind. Needing something to do in his retirement, he chose to refire into new life experiences. This fork in the road led him to VITALITY Cincinnati, Gorman Heritage Farm, Our Harvest, Edible Ohio, food pantries, gleaning, farms, Green Umbrella, and close encounters with hundreds of kindred spirits in the faith community. This path also led Mike to Faith Communities Go Green and leading the education and lifestyles team for FCGG. Along with his wife Denise, Mike attends Christ Church Glendale and St. Simon of Cyrene in Lincoln Heights. Relationships there led Mike to know and be a part of ACTS, a coalition of 4 Episcopal communities that organizes the Peace Leaders Camp, a camp where middle school-aged youth learn conflict resolution and when intervention is appropriate, such as in the cases of bullying. The camp encourages cooperation while having fun in various activities. The poem you'll hear today was written by Mike, and it will launch the coming Faith and Friendship groups. Faith and Friendship groups are interfaith small groups gathering around a range of themes and practices, including having difficult conversations, prayer and belong dinners, faith communities in solidarity with immigrants, and sacred connections, our religious 101 group that visits different places of worship across the greater Cincinnati region. Each gathering begins with a poem and a connecting question. After sharing the poem, Mike responds to this connecting question. Where is your religious or spiritual tradition inviting you to grow right now? Where is your religious or spiritual tradition inviting you to grow right now? As you listen, we invite you to reflect on that question for yourself. Here's Mike sharing his poem, Peace Puzzle.
Life is like a 1,000-piece puzzle. We come in shapes and colors and sizes that make no sense until you put one together with another and another. Start at the edge. Meet me at the corner. The clusters come together and join with others. Make beautiful and whole with what began as just ice. Became you and me and us. We all fit together, one piece at a time, to make peace forevermore.
Mike, thanks so much for being willing to share your poem with us, for taking the time to write this. We really appreciate it. Like we've been doing with the past 4 episodes, the idea of these little mini Inviting Oneness episodes is to give people a taste of what the Faith and Friendship groups are like. And for the coming couple of weeks, all of the Faith and Friendship groups will hear your poem, and then they'll respond to the connecting question that inspired this poem. And so what I like to do now is ask you the connecting question that inspired the poem that you wrote. I'll read it twice for our audience here. The question is, where is your religious or spiritual tradition inviting you to grow right now? Let me say it one more time. Where is your religious or spiritual tradition inviting you to grow right now?
I'll begin to answer your question with a question. Can a diverse humanity become one? And this question emerged as my professional life transitioned to my retirement life. Some call it my refirement life. I began to volunteer at places such as VITALITY Cincinnati, places in the local food movement, the food justice movement, and recently met Faith Communities Go Green and EquaSion, which opened my eyes to multiple faith traditions, not just my own. Then I became curious. What are the similarities? Peace is one example. I'll paraphrase some of the multiple faith traditions that speak to peace. From the Christian, it's blessed are the peacemakers. From Islam, Allah created diverse tribes so that you will come to know each other. In Judaism, seek peace and pursue it. In Zoroastrian, happiness comes to the one who brings happiness to others. In Buddhism, peacemaking is tied to non-harming and to loving kindness. Let me add a thought. Can we pass peace to the next generation and the 7 that follow? An example, 4 Christian Episcopal communities came together to hold Peace Leaders Camp for middle school-aged youth. And in fact, last week, the week of June 22nd, 2026, we held our 5th Peace Camp.
I'm interested in the Peace Camp. Tell me about it. What is the Peace Camp like?
It's a 5-day-long camp. It began planning for it right before COVID hit. And in fact, our first camp was in 2022. And the first one was actually at Christ Church, Glendale. And then the following 4 were at St. Monica's Recreation Center in Lincoln Heights. So 25 to 30 middle school aged youth with the blessing from their parents, with signature and so on, attend camp, and we include 4 artistic programs to make it fun for the kids. We serve good food. This year, food was a rock star. We had served hot breakfast and a beautiful lunch each day. Dessert was usually included. They begin each day with yoga after breakfast, a 20-minute, 30-minute yoga session to reflect on being calm and aware, self-awareness and relaxation and a little physical exercise, and to end that session with total calmness on the mat. And then there's a choice of going to an art workshop, a theater drama workshop, a drum circle workshop to learn how to play the drums and to find rhythm and beat and confidence, and then a journaling, writing, public speaking session. And then the showcase this year was so special because we did something we'd not done. We invited the community, parents, and leaders of the 4 Christian Episcopal communities to witness and attend a showcase. A small group of youth presented a showcase on the last day. Lasted about an hour, and I'll tell you, there was excitement and joy and happiness, and the kids were rooting each other on and applauding each other, and for those who were a little shy, giving them confidence. And one of the people who witnessed said, "This was phenomenal."
I love that. What an amazing picture of peace that you're helping to usher into our city, into our communities. So really grateful for that. I also love the idea that your retirement is your refinement.
Refirement.
Refirement. Okay. Tell me, what does that word mean to you, refirement?
So I was 40 years of IT, traveling. I went to India once, managed the Midwest region for a while, and I was tired.
Yeah.
And I was just done. And so I'm thinking, all right, am I going to go lay on the couch every day or go to the deck? And I go, no, I need to go do something. And so I refired.
Oh.
In replacing retirement, I chose the refirement path. And that led to my volunteering. And the most recent work is with Faith Communities Go Green. I love the book club that Becca runs on saving the planet.
We'll include a link to Becca Bhaktavar Desai's book club in the show notes for anybody who's interested. Well, thanks again, Mike, for your time, both writing the poem, but also orienting us in this question around growth as being both sourced by fire, by passion, and expressing itself in service to the community. We really appreciate you and your time and your words. So thanks again.
Thanks, Joey.
Thanks for joining us on Inviting Oneness, where we share real stories of connection that dissolve the illusion of separation and reveal our common humanity. To learn more about the festival, our work at EquaSion, or to share your own story of oneness, visit us at EquaSion.org. Until next time, may we keep inviting oneness within ourselves and with one another.